Hi guys, I hope you're fine. This is a blog author here. Today is yet another vlog, and it is August. Happy New Month, and I just decided to make it a new style. I'm gonna be making some breakfast or lunch. As we talk about different things, we're gonna be talking about August is a new month. This is one of my best months in terms of it's a time I bravely made a decision to start a new life, be in a new country some years ago, and to so it brings a lot of nostalgic memories, and it brings a lot of things that I have learned over the course of the years um, living in the UK. And today I just wanted to tell you how I felt when I first came to the UK, specifically London. I was very scared. I can tell you the truth. I was very scared. I did not know what to expect. It was such a different vibe. I was timid. I didn't know what to do, but thankfully I had come, to do some work, and the work went well. I got to work with different people from different cultures, from different ethnic backgrounds. So that helped me to get used to being in the UK. But there was a lot of culture shock. I can confess, in terms of people speak so quickly. On the train nobody smiled, on the bus nobody smiled, but there are incidents where I met kind people. For example, I remember us coming from as in West London, that side of Heathrow, Hounslow. So, and I lost my way, and I was able to ask somebody. I know one was very rude, but this other person, showed me you can actually use the northern line instead of using this other line, and it will take you to the same direction. So that was amazing. Meeting the kind people. It was such a good vibe, understanding that I can express myself, my fears in the middle of nowhere, and somebody is able to come out and say, look, you can take this direction. Yeah, and it's not been an easy road, and in the first weeks, it was such a relief, being in the UK, London specifically. I felt it. I could smell it. Was in the late, it was in summer, so I could smell, the place, the food, everything. It was different, much as I'd left all my Ugandan food, and all my the people I ever known, or my job, everything. But still, I felt some kind of relief, being in such a country, because I made the decision to come. Life brought me here, and I'm grateful that I was able to be here. And what was difficult making friends was literally very difficult. But at that point, I made friends with the people I used to work with. We used to go to different different events in London. Went to the railway agency. We used to do different activities, so that's how I was able to maneuver around. And on my day offs, I used to take a bus to Walthamstow, take a bus to different towns around the UK, and that really helped me to maneuver and get to know these places. Culture shock was real. The food wasn't nice. It was expensive, but at the end of the day, I felt at home. I felt good being in this place. Though there's some days that used to be up and down. I told myself that I have to maneuver, because I did a decision to come here, and I came to this country, to the UK, for whatever was happening at that time, but it was for personal reasons that I came, and I'm glad that I was able to, and up this date, I feel happy, I feel safe here, and it's a country where women's rights are respected. And if somebody violates like women's rights in terms of sexual, like maybe sexual assault, at least there is always a what there is always you can feel that there is always a repercussion in terms of the law. So I love the fact that the law works here in the UK, and there is no joke about it, irrespective of places like Uganda, where women walk on the street and women and men are busy catcalling them. You have a big bum, they are fat shaming them. You're not comfortable in your own skin. I can tell you, even when people approach you on Facebook and they've not seen in a long time, they're like, oh, you've added weight. All they are concerned about is your body weight, your body shape, how you're looking. And that really, really makes me sad. So being in the UK and not having to face a lot of body shaming, a lot of fat shaming, a lot of catcalling, I'm really, really glad. Of course, those things still happen, especially when you go on TikTok, you go on those social media platforms. There are people who still, they haven't and learned those bad behaviors. But at least I know that, one to one in the train, you can feel safe. That incidents that happen, but it's not as often as Uganda, where you just walking. Where I used to be walking down and somebody is just smacking your bum. You do not know who these people are. You exactly, it was really, really bad. But the freedom I feel in the UK is really, really amazing, and I'm really, really grateful to God to be here. I think He had it in his plans that in this year, in August, you'll be in the UK. But I'm really, really grateful to God for the gift of life, for the gift of friends, for the gift friends become family. That's what I have learned. Yeah, friends become family, and the power of community. I've come to realize that without community, I would be nothing. I would be dead. I would be depressed. I would be, I don't know. But when you find a good community, when you've, it's amazing. It's really amazing. And I've always wanted to be part of community because it's part of my values as a girl guide, as a girl scout. We work with people, work with communities, and having that as a value has helped me to maneuver life in the UK. What more can I say? I have so many stories. I think I should get story time where I will be, specifying different things incidents that ever happened to me, how I try to maneuver around. But honestly speaking, I love being in the UK. It is peaceful. The law works. The human rights, especially women's rights, because I'm passionate about women's rights, and me having a history where I'm from a place where there's a lot of sexism, there's a lot of women are looked at as an object or somebody to be in the kitchen. And being here in the UK, understanding the independence a woman can have, the protection a woman can have, that is my blowing. So honestly speaking, I can't complain about my experience, and I'll just make a playlist. I've already done different videos about my story here. I will just embed them in the playlist, and you can always go back, listen, and see my story. Every day is not the same. Some days are good, some days are bad, but for the good days and the bad days, there's something to learn and appreciate from those days. So I am in the kitchen making some snack. If you wanna listen to more stories or watch more videos, you can consider subscribing, like and share, and be part of my family. Before I go, I just want to show you that I am what I'm making. I'm going to make a separate video for what I'm making, and make sure you can be able to subscribe so that you can watch more. I love you all. This is your girl Mata here. Like, share, subscribe, and be part of my beautiful, humble family. Cheers.